welcome back to another edition of Rich T Racing. 2 videos in 2 days? Oh yes! So today's video is focused on the F1 2020 game, coming out around the 7th, 10th of July, and this is sort of a negative video because I've got a big problem with this game. It hasn't even come out yet. What it is that according to everything I've read, unless there's a massive surprise in store, the F1 2020 game is going to be what F1 2020 was meant to be. 22 races starting in Australia, going to new tracks like Vietnam and the Netherlands, and then also going to Monaco, of course, and ending in Abu Dhabi in November. But that is not what the F1 2020 season in real life is going to be. And I personally think Codemasters are making a massive mistake in not adjusting to that fact. Now, you could argue that sports games and games in general aren't meant to be completely 100% realistic. They're meant to be escapism, they're meant to be fantasy, and I do completely get on board with that. But the thing for me with sports games is this: they are replicating real life. FIFA replicates the season for which it is made. FIFA 20 is meant to have all the teams in the correct leagues and managers, players and all that start in the correct league. The F1 games, for example, in every single game has the cars and the tracks from that season, and they are complete escapism. But you want, for me with sports games, you want the escapism to be as realistic as possible. And it's worked for the F1 games pretty much ever since F1 2010 came out. Yes, okay, the car handling mechanics might not have always been the best. F1 2010 as a good example, 2014, it's only really since they came out on the new gen that the car handling mechanics have got vastly better. Don't bring that up around Sim Driver because they will start having a massive rant. But for me, I think by releasing this game with all 22 races as if nothing has happened completely ruins that realistic escapism, and it will not make me feel like, if I'm doing career mode, it won't make me feel like I'm an F1 driver. It will make me feel like I'm just sitting here playing a game. Because that's what they've done brilliantly over the course of 10 years, is it makes me feel like an F1 driver. I build a story in my head around what kind of driver I am. Like when I win my first race, I make sure that I celebrate like I've won my first race, because really I have. And that's just something that I think is going to be completely lost, particularly in career mode, which has always been the major draw of these games. It's not all complete doom and gloom. It's not like I'm saying, oh no, I'm not going to buy this game at all because it's got 22 races on it. No, I'm really looking forward to my team. That sounds amazing, because come from the realistic escapism point of view, that's pure escapism, because you're adding an 11th team, your team, to the grid. That team would never exist normally, so you're already creating an unrealistic scenario, a fantasy scenario. So what does it matter if there are 22 races on the calendar? That's going to be great. I cannot wait for that, and I'm pretty sure that the majority of people that buy this game will be playing that bit more than anything else. And I'm sure that multiplayer will still be as good as it's always been. I've heard about the little minor details they're going to be changing to, like the HUD. Apparently ERS is going to be simplified. Those kind of things which will stand it apart from F1 2019 are going to be great. I'm really looking forward to them. But as far as career mode is concerned, being able to race all 22 races in what the original season was going to be, with no real acknowledgement that things have changed, things are different, nah, I'm just not about that. And I think it's a shame, because career has always been the major draw of these games, and I just think they're making a mistake in not adjusting to that fact. Having said all that though, I think I am still in the vast minority of people. I think a lot of people are just looking forward to having an F1 game, still having an F1 game, and I completely get that. But it's just not me. And if you completely disagree with me, or if you completely agree with me, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Get your thoughts down so we can get the good debate going. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And the final thing for me to say now is ta-ta and farewell.